Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to Tool Show with me, Master Dan, the Journeyman shooter. And it's lunchtime. And what does that mean? Well, this is going to be our premiere segment of Man Meals. Man Meals is something that I've eaten at work either once or twice over the years, and it's something that's kind of been in my regular lunch routine or in my dinner routine, something like that. We're going to kind of keep going with this just because it's going to be a regular segment, but we're just doing some practice here to see how it looks. So today's man meal is one that people say is old as time. I know, what was it? This is basically an Alberta classic. So anybody who's ever worked in the oil patch has known when the times were good, you're busy and you get lots of money, but you don't have enough time to actually go and do stuff on that time off with your money. So most of the time people spend it at the grocery store or at the convenience store, and you don't have time to make a lunch. So that's what we're doing today. We're doing our classic Alberta Special. What does it start with? This is our beef jerky. Now, I prefer a teriyaki style because it's nice and delicious, and who doesn't like teriyaki beef jerky? Now, this is a smoked meat. This goes really back to the old pioneer days when they couldn't store their foods because they didn't have fridges or freezers, so they had to smoke the meat, and that's where this came from. Oh yeah, now that one's real tough. It's been sitting there for quite a while, I think, at the grocery or the convenience store. So you get yourself some tough jerky, and that's basically like 2 meals in itself because you're chewing so hard that you're working up some calories and you're burning some calories and build yourself a nice cut jawline. Now, I know people say beef jerky isn't that healthy for you, and maybe it isn't, but my great-grandmother, she supposedly ate at least 3 of these things a day, and she lived to the ripe old age of 35, so anything's possible. Imagine if today's, whatever it is, today's health craze that they're putting into this stuff, it's maybe you live to 38, 39, and then you got doctors, so it's not the same kind of doctors as back then. You could have fallen and hurt your leg, and that would have killed you back then, so no, I'm good. Oh my gosh. That is the hardest to chew beef jerky I've had in a while here. Now, what do you wash the beef jerky down with, though? You got your fine smoked meat, and what goes best with the smoke? A Coke. Who doesn't like a Coke and a smoke? Now, this is the Alberta Special. That's why I call it the Alberta Special, because this is what I've eaten on lunch easily a couple hundred times, and people always look at me like I'm crazy, but that's what it is. You gotta eat what makes you happy. You get a whole lot of calories and sugar that gets you jacked up for a couple hours, and you get that protein that keeps your muscles nice and built here, and that's what it is. I know this isn't a healthy segment, but I really don't care. That's what Man Meals is. You're going to see some really delicious meals over the next little while here, and there's going to be a lot of meals coming up, so just wait. Wait till you see like the spaghetti sandwich, or I've got a whole bunch of good ones, but I don't want to give them all away right now, but they're all going to be really good. So this week's Man Meal, the Coke and the smoke. Now, I want to have this all at once and see if it's possible. Nope, it's too cold. Okay, so for Tool Show, I'm Master Dan, the Journeyman shooter. Get out there, eat healthy, and make a good future for yourself. That's it. Sweet.